I'm most grateful for the opportunity, Nathan. I think we are all very pleased with the performance on Friday. It was never in doubt, and we needed that. If you look at where our team stands at the moment, we needed that emphatic victory to get the boys to believe that, look, within their ability, within their capabilities, they can do things of such nature. I clearly respect the fact that the opponents are very different, or the quality is very, very different today. So what that means is that you will have to now be very, very cautious in your approach. Look, today's game, without a doubt, is going to be keenly contested. Madagascar are very, very well in the picture. They are sensing that if they were to beat the Black Stars of Ghana today, their chances of making it for that World Cup will be enhanced. We also have the similar belief that if we can get the 3 maximum point today, then we'll be smelling and sensing that, hey, America, Canada is within sight or is within grip. So therefore, we go into the game today with every belief and conviction. Tactically, Otto Addo cannot repeat what he did on Friday. It will be suicidal. What are the things he did on Friday? That all-attacking team he put out there with only one pivot in Thomas Partey cannot be repeated today, or else we are dead. Look, I watched Madagascar in Kumasi. I remember very well. I was there. I was over the moon because that was Inaki Williams' first goal.
Yeah.
That game was very, very difficult. It got to a stage where it was a back and forth, to and fro, open stretch game. They were coming at us. We were going for them. Eventually, we had the way through and we won the game. If you are an Otto Addo, although you were not in charge of that, I remember very well that game was coached by Chris Hughton.
Yeah.
You go back to that clip, watch them play. Go back to the clip, the way they played against Central African Republic on Wednesday. One thing that is perfectly clear is that they are a faster team. They are a quicker team than the Black Stars of Ghana. So you need to help Thomas Partey detect the intensity of the game. How I wish and pray this game was played in the days of Michael Essien. Essien would have just took charge of that ball, up the game as at when he wants to, slow the games down as at when he wants to, because he was that bossy. Has Partey got the quality to do so? Yes, he's got the quality to do so. But unfortunately, the young man is not the way he used to be 5, 6, 7 years ago. He slowed down a bit, because 5, 6 years ago, he was not only combative, he was also a controller, but with some form of robust attitude and application to his job. This time around, the injury situation would not allow him to be very combative and to be very, very physical. So we need somebody closer to him to help him in that respect. 2, a decision needs to be made on the goalkeeper. I've heard so many comments. I've heard so many people say. See, the problem here is that once Benjamin Asare was in goal on Friday, he kept a clean sheet. If you change it today and we concede or we get beat, you know the way our people see football. Why did you change him? Why did you change him? Why did you change him? I will change him. If I'm the boss, I will change him. I will go back to Lawrence Ati Zigi because of one of few exposure issue and the fact that Ati is also very active, and I think he has a better chemistry. He's worked with the players in front of him for a longer time. Because look, Nathan, today, whether we like it or not, there will be moments in the game where we'll be under some form of pressure, and we need to be able to repel whatever pressure is thrown at us. We need to be able to push the team back, push the Madagascar team back to be able to establish some form of harmony and continue from there. Another issue that we need to address, I hope and pray that this one that it is addressed. We've got problems at right back. Look, Kingsley Schindler at all.
Schindler. Every day we go over this name. Our very good friend Kingsley Schindler. Schindler, yeah.
And if you watch the game on Friday, everybody could see that, look, that was our weakest link.
Okay.
Because if Chad can break loose on that side of the defense, not once, not twice, and there were times where when he was given a run for his money, he couldn't match up to the pace of that Chad player. If you look at the way Madagascar play, their wing play is scary. It is full of running and intensity. So I want to believe that what we shouldn't do today is to play that man as a fullback. If he's going to play, then play him as a wing-back. But that will require a lot of tweaking of the final team. It will require a lot of tweaking of the team that we are going to put out there today. So therefore, I will not go with the back four. I will do a back three. But unfortunately, or fortunately, Tico and Salisu, Nathan, will be a left. Their speed is not good. And the two of them are very similar. So you know my stand. I've always wished one of them would partner Abdul-Mumin. Okay. Abdul-Mumin, due to injury, is not in the team.
Yeah.
Go to Jiku and Salisu. They've played together several times. From the World Cup that was done in Amate, from the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire to the AFCON qualifiers, most of the goals we have conceded, these two guys have always been at fault. The lack of pace in the two of them makes our team very, very vulnerable to the counter-attack. So that also reminds everybody that the coaching will have to be spot on. If you are going to be playing against a team that is so quick on the transition, you need to buy your time at the back and make sure you don't push up unnecessarily. We saw what Sudan Akwesiapia did to us. The two goals that we considered against Sudan were all as a result of simple transitional pass. One pass, the two guys couldn't run. One of them, Obokayo, Mukumeche Duvaunena and Krudo, attacked me. What you cannot do is to expose these guys to any form of space in behind them where we'll be exposed. So we need to look at all that. Again, a decision will have to be made. Who goes to the bench? Because Thomas Partey, surely Francis Abu, what I saw of the young man, his appearance, his physique, his stature, his ability to run the ball, his ability to compete for the ball, is what I saw against Chad, although I didn't see the Chad opposition as quality. If he can repeat that workaholic instinct today, alongside Thomas Partey, I think that will bring us some joy at the end of the 90th minute. So the question is, who gives way between Jordan, Kudus, and Nesnyama, Inaki Williams, Semenyo? Who gives way to accommodate Francis Abu? That is a decision that the technical team will have to make. If you ask me, I will make a very surprising call if I'm the coach. I will sit my captain down, speak to him, remind him of the damage he helped cause when we went to Mali, and put him closer to my side. And I will start the game without Jordan Ayew. Because we need to hurry the Madagascar team when they are in possession. We need that player. I believe in Inaki Williams and Antoine Semenyo and Esmiama. We can rush them a bit when they are on the ball. Because look, they are a good passing team. They are a good passing team. So what you don't want to do is to have them have enough time on the ball. They'll pick the pass, and that will expose you.
So effectively, what you're saying is that you'd have Jordan off the bench, play Nyama, Iñaki, and Semenyo so they can press the Malagasy team. So that
it's as simple as that.
So you break their passing rhythm so they don't get comfortable on the ball.
It's as simple as that, Nathan. Okay. Because that is where we need to start from defensively. We need to tax our front men to do a bit more of the defending, because we've got problems at the back. If we don't start the defending from high up the pitch or from the middle of the pitch, and we allow these guys to establish their rhythm, pass the ball among themselves, pick the pass, we are going to be in big trouble. They will compel us to run. And this Black Stars team is not used to too much running. And if we don't find a way to get them to play to the way we want them to play, then we are going to be in big trouble. I think that the technical team, Otto Addo is there. A coach I still maintain I don't trust. Mr. Schaefer is there. Desmond, one coach I respect to the very high core. Look, tactically, JP is there. My good friend John Pencil is there. I respect to the very high core. Look, they will have to tactically map up a strategy to get the Black Stars to win. Look, if we cannot avoid defeat today, we are going to be in serious, serious trouble. Everybody tone down the expectation for these guys. Look, our team has not all of a sudden become a great team because of what happened on Friday. No, they couldn't beat Niger. They couldn't beat Sudan. They couldn't qualify for the AFCON. So we have to tone down on our expectation and make sure that we continue to motivate them like the way we've been doing. So that at the end of the day, they will give us what we want.
You spoke about pressing from the front, having the strength to do so. That requires energy, and that requires having it in abundance in the tanks. But here we have a Black Stars team who played on Friday night, flew out to Morocco on Saturday. The game is tonight. What can they do, or what can Otto Addo and his team do to ensure that the team still has good levels of energy to stay in the game, to press the Malagasy, and even to play on the break should the opportunities present themselves?
You see, that is why some of us, you, myself, Ray, and a lot of footballing people, I was so pissed off. Ray was the one who drew my attention that the Ghana Football Association could have done something about this. But having said that, the mistake has already been committed. So under the circumstance, I think the coaches will have to play in movement. When I say play in movement, you have to give the boys some time to catch some breath. So tactically, we have to blend the low, medium, and high press. We don't employ too much of the high press, but the medium press and the low press will have to be spot on. That is why, again, I'm calling on for the younger players in the team. The players like Antoine Semenyo, players like Kudus, players like Enes Nyama. These boys will be very, very instrumental today. Look, even Kamal Dean. But my problem with Kamal Dean has always been his final ball. The end product has not been there. But if Kamal Dean can improve a little bit, he's one of the cards, essay card, that we can have on the bench and use to our advantage. So there has to be the medium press and the low press dominant in our game today. And look, use Thomas Partey. Get the young man to believe that this is one of the games he needs to control the tempo. So put Francis Abu closer to him, and then let Abu do the workaholic job and give it to Partey. Partey, don't rush it. He's capable of doing that. Don't rush it because there's no need rushing it and not going to get it right up front. There's no need doing a lot of turnovers if we are going to be losing the ball here and there. There's no need. Keep the ball. We need it. Take the steam out of the game. And if there's any player in this game capable of doing that, is Thomas Partey. Again, Mohamed Kudus. The young man needs to be spoken to. Nathan, there are times where, in the interest of the team, pass, receive, give and go. Pass, receive, give and go. Give and go, pass, receive. Simple. And then you allow your players to catch the breath. When you need to show us how skillful you are, do that high up the pitch. Because set pieces are instrumental in football decision today. Set pieces are used to decide football games. Look at the beautiful free kick Jordan Ayew scored in the last away game of the Black Stars.
Yeah.
So get us the free kick at areas where it will be beneficial to the team, not anywhere at all. So the best way to reserve energy, the best way to make sure that we've got enough oxygen to work with is to ensure that we should limit the turnovers and we should play as a team. Nothing should be individualistic. Don't be, I'm the one. Me, Jimmy. No, we've gone past that now. Me, Jimmy. We've gone past that. And if the team can do that, and the technical team on hold Otto Addo standing on his feet, being aided by Desmond and JP, encourage the players, motivate them, and Samaja and Co are there, I think we should have a good day. Because look, we cannot afford to lose today's game. If we lose today's game, Charlie, maybe a Mibawa.
I see. Chris, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure we'll speak again during and after the game. Coach Christopher Nimley's joined us.
This is 40 FM, the voice of sports.